Got a goal and you just can't hit it? Well, fill up here and we'll help you get it. Learn the goal achievement success system here on Goal Getting Podcast and put some gas in your goals to power you to the finish line. Let's go, friends. Rev up your engines and let's take off for success. Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Goal Getting Podcast. This is your host, Tony Woodall, and man, I am so excited to be here today. Why am I so excited today? Well, there's several reasons. One is it is the second anniversary of Goal Getting Podcast launch. Yes, 2 years ago today, we launched Goal Getting Podcast. But that's not the only thing. 2 years ago today, I also published my first ebook, 9 Steps to Successful Goal Achievement, on the same day. 2 goals that I had set, I achieved that day. Today, I want to let you know that I've been busy working on another goal that I've been working on, and that's double working ons because it's really been a lot of work. What I've been working on is my goal, my ultimate goal is to be a paid motivational speaker, a paid speaker, professional speaker. And I can now tell you today that I am one. In January, I did my first paid keynote address for the International Facility Management Association of San Francisco. It was so great. I appreciate this great organization asking me to come and speak at their annual kickoff. It was an amazing opportunity for me to be able to speak to such a fine organization, an international organization, and their chapter in San Francisco. What a great group of people. I met so many amazing, wonderful people, professionals in the engineering and facility management industry that just are amazing people. And I really loved speaking with them. So I want to thank them from the bottom of my heart for inviting me to speak to their annual kickoff event. It was a great time. The arena, it was a very small auditorium, but it was a great place. Man, it was so cool to be there, and I appreciate you giving me that opportunity. But it fulfilled one of my dreams as being a paid motivational speaker. I've done a lot of speaking in my life. I've presented training. I've presented speeches. I've taught martial arts seminars around the country. I have been doing the work, not always getting paid, but now I am a paid motivational speaker, and I'm really concentrating a lot on my time to be better at speaking as well as building my speaking business. I am now a member of the National Speakers Association, and I am working hard learning the business side of speaking. I'm at the National Speakers Association Winter Conference. And if you're a professional speaker or want to be, you should join the National Speakers Association. That's why I'm here. I spoke with Patricia Fripp, who's a former president of the National Speakers Association, the first female president of that particular organization, and phenomenal speaker. But she said when she found out I wanted to be a professional speaker, well, join the NSA, which I did. And I am now part of their Speakers Academy here at the National Speakers Association Northern California group. And it's just amazing learning this information to help build the business. I want to thank everybody here for being a part of my journey in this 2-year so far experience of the podcast. This is where I get a chance to go out and talk to you, talk about goals, achieving goals. And that is one of my biggest things I want to help people do, is to achieve the goals they set, to get the goals they set, as I say quite often. But I want to talk today about a quote. And when I talk about this quote, it's based on, an honoring the President's Day holiday that we recently had here last week. It was President's Day, and it made me think about some of the great presidents that we've had. One of those is President John F. Kennedy, and President Kennedy has this quote that I read the other day that just really resonated with me because, doing my speaking business, I've stepped out of my comfort zone in many ways to do the things that I'm trying to do now. And President Kennedy's quote is, "Conformity is the jailer of freedom and the enemy of growth." And I believe that firmly as he did. Conformity is a jailer. We all like conformity because it's easy. Today we talk about stepping out of our comfort zone. The knowledge that conformity is our jailer, it keeps us tied to where we are, where we don't necessarily want to be, but because it's so easy to be there, we're so comfortable with it, we don't want to leave there. We're stuck in that conformity. We really have to step out of that to be able to grow. And without that change, you're never going to grow, folks. You've got to get out and make those steps to get where you want to be and do what you want to do. Otherwise, you're always going to be tied to where you are. And that conformity is the enemy of growth. You can't grow without a little bit of risk, without some changes. And President Kennedy understood that, and he believed we needed to step out of our comfort zones. And he took several of those risks when he was president. He sent people to the moon. We landed on the moon thanks to President Kennedy and his belief that we can do a little bit more. We can go where we want to go. He changed politics, and he took other risks. And as a leader, we have to be able to take a few risks if we want to grow. And if we don't, well, we're not going to change. Anytime you take risks, you will change. And as my friend Bud always told me, without change, there is no growth. So friends, don't let conformity keep you locked in your current world. It is like a jailer, and he throws away the key if you're not careful. So don't let conformity keep you locked up. If you don't take risks because what you're doing is comfortable, easy, or the status quo, you will not be happy later in life. Doing what we want is freedom, freedom to choose, freedom of thought. And folks, I would love to see you step up and step out and break the chains of conformity and be the person that you want to be. Go out there, be free, take some risks, and grow. My goals are coming along great this year. I'm working really hard. I've got a coach who's helping me build my business and working with me to get into different areas. I've had a lot of great coaches this year, and I'm doing great. But how are you doing? Are you having problems already keeping up with the tasks you need to accomplish? It's only the end of the first quarter. Do you need an accountability partner or someone to walk with you and help keep you on track? I know I do. That's why I have a coach. And I want you to check out my coaching page at goalgettingpodcast.com/services. I have a plan that we can do to help you. I'd love to help you keep on track as we work together to accomplish our dreams. This is Tony Woodall with Goal Getting Podcast. Thank you so much for being with me on our second anniversary of Goal Getting Podcast. I hope you'll be around for the next couple, 3 years or 4 years, or however long we're out here. I hope you're with us and follow me on my journey, and I want to follow you on yours. So get in touch with me. Give me a comment, a shout out. What are you doing? How are things working for you? What can I do to help you? That's my key. I have to be able to help you, and I want to be able to help you. So let me help you. Let me know how you're doing. What are some of the goals you're working on this year? How's your action plan going this quarter? Are you ready to continue building your dreams? Go out and make today a great day. This is Tony Woodall with Goal Getting